What's going on, guys? Besides here, and into today's video we will be learning AD carry Kai'Sa. The things that you will learn are wave management, macro decision making, and how to carry in solo queue as an AD carry. So if you want to learn, make sure you stick till the end. If you find value in my content, please feel free to subscribe and like the video to get notified on the latest new updates. Enjoy the video. Alrighty, let's get right into it. So he's playing Kai'Sa in today's matchup against S12. So we can see that it's actually Kai'Sa Nautilus, which is like a really good matchup. Usually in solo queue, if you guys want to play this champion, Kai'Sa is actually relatively weak in solo queue for like climbing and carrying, unless you have an engaged support. With an engaged support, she works relatively well actually, even though the champion has like how much, 49-48% win rate nowadays, so she's not the best. But with an engaged champion you can definitely pick it. In this matchup she got cleansed because, well, he got cleansed because it's Leona and he's really scared of the Leona. Usually exhaust is also good on her, just because when you jump in with at level 6, when you jump in you do have your R and you can exhaust Ezreal instantly, so exhaust is also okay. But he just opted for cleanse because he knows how to use it really well. So right now he's going into the brush. We can see that they are already like try to cheese. They don't really leash, so they have a really good advantage because our jungle is starting on top lane basically. Right here they stay into the brush, so if the Nautilus starts with the Q, this is very easy win. They do not want to touch the wave and push because they know that level 1 Kai'Sa Nautilus wins really hard against Ezreal Leona. So as we can see, the Viper doesn't really hit the minions too much. He's just going to look to pressure with the Q. Right now he wants to get prio and tries to like bait the Ezreal Q. We can see that he's stepping like right in front of the minions to actually bait out the Ezreal's Q. This is quite smart what he does, and right now he's trying to get priority so the Ezreal doesn't really gain prio. Right here, very interesting that the Nautilus goes for W. We can see that Viper is also surprised because usually on Nautilus you can go for W level 1 if you don't actually want to like go in, but with the Kai'Sa matchup you can actually win really hard level 1. Very surprising that he didn't do it. Okay, so we can see the engage right here. Viper is walking up, so I really love how he's like walking up instantly. He tries to flash, he tries to cleanse immediately when he sees the hook, when he sees the exhaust on him, and right now he's probably just going to crush. Ezreal just press B, but I don't think he's going to recall because he's just going to lose so much of a wave. So right now Viper is going to try to do, probably he'll be trying to like push this in. The Nautilus will most likely get the cannon. He's going to like queue the minions right here, the Viper, exactly. Then maybe go for a ward, exactly. He's just going to go for the ward. He just plays by the book, so he could push the ward right now. There is absolutely no reason to go for cheater recall, even though he can get the Kal or a longsword. Ezreal is low HP in the lane, so absolutely no reason to go for a cheater. We can see that they stay in fog of war, and this is something very smart that he does, and I think that so many people can't really see it. So right now as he's moving into the jungle, he thinks that the enemy jungle is here, but as he's doing that he's looking at the Leona. If Leona is backing off like this and she doesn't react with a movement like this to try to follow her jungle, this means that the jungle is not here. Viper knows that, and this is why he's looking at the Leona's movement. This is something very subtle, and we're talking about Challenger 500, 600, 700 LP Korea, the best server in the world. So people are extremely smart. We can see that Ezreal is trying to recall right here because he's pretty scared of like pushing by himself. So yeah, this is basically what Viper did. He wanted to check the blue, but he saw Leona not moving in, so then he knew that enemy jungle is not there. We can see that right now wave was freezing. He could have just recalled, but he didn't really want it. He's just like, okay, I'm going to screw up the wave, I'm going to break the freeze because at least I want to get the double longsword pink ward by. It's better than just a longsword. So he had the freeze right here, he had the wave to come into him, but because he knew that he can crush it really fast with Nautilus Kai'Sa matchup, and he knew that he can get the double longsword better by, he just opted for it instead of just trying to, okay, I'm going to go for recall and like chill. Even though he could, for example, if you play let's say if he had already, let's say if he was playing something that, you know, doesn't really need items in the early game that much, he could have definitely like let the wave to come into him. But right there he decided to push. The wave is still going to come into him because he crashed, but at least he has a better recall. So he could have decided to not push and have the wave into him and just recall right away, but then he wouldn't really have a good base. We can see that the Ezreal is tanking the W of him. Very smart. Again, we can see that the level is insane in this like Challenger Korea. He's walking up, trying to go in on the Leona. There are a lot of minions. We're going to see that he's going to queue the minions as well here as he's like really following up right here. And then right now he just leaves. He doesn't really want to follow this. He doesn't really want to like go into the minions right here, just because, well, he knows he's going to end up dying. This is something that many people should understand, especially if you guys play AD carry, but also on other roles. If you see someone is fighting and he's already dead, do not follow, do not make things worse, do not int with him, do not just, okay, I'm going to help him. No, you don't want to help him, he's already dead, there is a big wave. Right now he's just going to stay in fog of war. He wants to stay in fog of war right now, just because he wants to make Ezreal think that he recalled. So Ezreal right now is going to push. The Viper stays into the tower, try to W for Taste of Blood so he can get some HP. And right now he's just going to farm. We can see that his movement is insanely good. He's like moving in between every auto attack. We can see his level is insane. Viper is one of my favorite AD carries with Gumayushi. I think he's extremely smart. He has the same playstyle like me, passive aggressive. And he's just really good at the game, really good at like his mechanics. He's also aggressive, but he knows how to play safe as well. He has a big pool. He's very humble as well. I really love him. I really like him, how he plays. Right now he has only 500 gold, so there is no reason to push or do something with the wave. He's probably just going to keep the wave here, and if Leona wants to get the cannon, he will be trying to push. Right now wave is slowly coming into him. Leona tries to recall. He's probably going to just W the wave. Ooh, okay, very good. That movement was so clean. Let's see it again right here. So this movement is so clean, like he just steps back a little bit because he knew that Leona goes in. He goes in very close to Leona. He tries to trying to go in very aggressively. He knows his limit. So right now he's just going to push out the wave, and after he pushes out the wave, he's just going to probably just look to either get plates or recall. If it was me, I would get a plate and then I would recall. I don't think Ezreal is going to stay. Yeah, he's probably going to get the plate. He can also stay for the wave because Kai'Sa Nautilus can't die against ganks in this position. If Nautilus plays it good, we can kill the enemy jungle right here. I mean, he can kill the enemy jungle. Also, we see that enemy jungle was top lane, so he just went for the recall. He's probably going to recall in a very safe place. Okay, he recalled right here. Usually I recall like close to like right here, but right now he knew that Ezreal is in the base, so he didn't really get stopped. So he just played very slow. Right now he is going to bot lane. He's super strong. We can see that he's going for Nunquiver and he's taking this. Either he wants to get the Dirk, or he just wants to have more AD in the laning phase, since getting the Kraken Slayer in this matchup is not really that important, because it's not about getting the third shot in this matchup. If Nautilus hits the hook, they can one-shot Ezreal no matter what, even if he has like Kraken or not. So the fact that he's delaying his power spike of Kraken Slayer by buying Longsword is not the end of the world right here, especially because he can buy this, he can build this into the Phantom Dancer. So this is all good. Okay, we're just going to see like what he's going to do. He's probably going to look to follow and farm at the same time. So they are fighting right there. He gives up like 2 minions and then he's following. This fight is extremely good. He's just following. He's probably just going to get those 2 kills. I don't think he should ulti here at all. He's probably going to just try to steal this kill, push the wave, get the tower. I don't think he should ever like follow the Drake, even though his teammates are going to really do that. So right here, he's just going to push, get the minions to like low HP and then look to push. Probably going to look to push 1 more wave and then looking to get wave, plate, and then recall. We can see that people are keeping the summoner spells as well right here in high elo. So again, for those of you who don't know this, in high elo, if someone uses flash or someone uses a summoner spell, we type it like we're thinking when is that summoner spell going to come up again, and we're going to make plays based on if someone has flash or not. So right now this is basically what Nautilus does. So Viper is probably going to recall here. Yeah, exactly, this is a good position. He's going to just end up recalling because, well, Ezreal should actually just walk up like this and try to like stop him with the Q. It was pretty obvious that the Kai'Sa is recalling right there. He's probably like relatively tilted, or he's probably like not thinking about it. I would like even like walk up right there. Just because when you're walking up, Viper can actually panic and maybe he will just like stop his recall. Yeah, so right now Viper is in a really good position. What he's going to try to do right now is wave is coming into him, so he knows that Ezreal has to push, so he's probably just going to look to W and R here from the brush. Exactly, he misses it, so right now Ezreal can actually do stuff. Maybe he's going to like in or do crazy stuff. Exactly. So he's in, he's trying to go for a little trade. He's pretty scared of going in, the Kai'Sa. She wins, theoretically, but if it's a big wave and if she can't really get the isolated Q, then she definitely has chances to actually lose this. Plus, we don't really know what is the Leona, especially because Talia has ulti and Leona could be around with her mobbies. Viper is pretty scared, even though he knows that he wins extremely hard, 1 versus 1. It could be a bait. Right now we can see Leona on mid lane, so he's probably going to look to walk up right here. He doesn't really walk up. This is very smart. He doesn't really walk up because he doesn't want to make this obvious. Nautilus is behind him, and right now he's going to walk up when he's already dead. You see, did you guys see that? He doesn't walk up and make the gank obvious. He just plays normally. He's like, no, Ezreal, I don't want to make you think that like I'm getting ganked. I'm going to play safe. I'm going to play like slow normally. I'm just hitting the minions, nothing is happening. And then when Nautilus is like right here, already behind of the Ezreal, the Kai'Sa, the Viper, is instantly going to walk up on him and instantly going to kill him. So something that we can learn from him: do not make the gank obvious. Just play normally, farm, act like nothing is happening, and then when Nautilus is already, or when your support is already like behind of the target, or when your jungle, if you play mid, if you play top, and your jungle is already behind of the target, then you can actually walk up and play from there. Viper is extremely safe right here. We can see the one on mid lane. Enemy jungle was on mid lane as well. Ezreal is probably going to look to stop the recall of the Kai'Sa. What Kai'Sa should do, she should like push the wave and then probably just recall. I don't think that she's going to stay for a plate. We will see. Yeah, I don't think, even though it's really low, Ezreal can actually just stop her. So right now Ezreal should ulti. If he's really smart and if he's challenger, he's just going to ulti. Right now the Viper is just going to look to recall, and let's see. Ooh, of course. And right now he has to stay because the Ezreal is going to push instantly. And then Ezreal. Oh my god, Ezreal. Oh my god, Ezreal. So, do you guys see this? So, Ezreal stopped the Kai'Sa. Look, Ezreal stopped the Kai'Sa. So, all what Ezreal has to do, he saw Nautilus mid lane, so he's free to just push the wave. So, the Kai'Sa has to, like, Ezreal has to push the wave, make Kai'Sa lose, and because Kai'Sa is low HP, she can get under pressure. Viper is thinking, hey, Ezreal has a brain, I'm going to take the Gromp, I'm going to get some health, and I'm going to stay into the tower because I really have to stay right now because he just stopped me. But Ezreal doesn't actually have a brain. He goes and takes the ward. Do you guys see this? This is a huge mistake. He takes the ward instead of pushing the wave. He should push the wave instantly and force Kai'Sa to stay. Because Viper knows that this Ezreal is like taking the ward, he knows that he actually has time to go base and come back in the lane. So this is so bad by Ezreal, and you guys see this? So just one mistake. This is Challenger Korea. One mistake, and right now Kai'Sa is going to get access to like most of the wave right now. This is a huge mistake. So what Ezreal should do is that he should just push the wave without warding. He had information on the Nautilus and then push the wave without ward, because he just wasted like 5 seconds, 6 seconds with like that ward. Kai'Sa is probably just going to look to W the cannon and he's probably just going to get it, and she's not even going to lose too much. Super important. And right now Ezreal is probably going to even end up dying. So right now the Ezreal should have just pushed immediately right there, and if he had pushed, he knew that the Viper knew that Ezreal can actually get a lot of plates and he will just get the Gromp and then go on the lane and stay. But because of the fact that Ezreal took the ward, he actually decided to not start the Gromp and just go on the bot lane. So this is like some high elo stuff, really high elo. I don't think this ever happens in Grandmaster. I don't think this ever happens in Master Tier. So only like in super high elo Korea he does it. Okay, very interesting right here. He's ulting behind him, and after he's ulting behind him, he just waits right here for a second. So the ignite is going to like stop, like the ignite is going to like expire, and then so he can steal the kill. So Uzi, Viper, even Gumayushi, they always try to steal kills, especially like if you can like wait a little bit and just secure the kill. It's good. I mean, I'm not saying that you should always take the kill, because sometimes the support can't actually give you the kill because he just has to secure it. But in this position, because it was 1 versus 2 and he knew that he can actually get a kill, he ended up getting it immediately without absolutely no hesitation. He just waited a little bit, he tried to steal the kill. Right now he's probably just going to end up pushing the wave and then getting the recall, and probably most likely just grouping on the mid lane. He does have the zeal, he can also go for the boots. If it was me, I'll probably go for the boots, because he knows that he has to group on mid lane right now. Since he got the tower on bot lane, he has a lot more freedom to go mid. Exactly, so the movement speed is going to pay off. He goes for the boots, and then right now he's probably going to, what I will do personally, I will just go towards mid lane, and then he can either go mid lane or he can either go to the red buff. If the Hecarim takes the red buff, he can also go towards the bot lane and play for the Drake. Right now he's going to decide to go through mid lane to get some farm. There is absolutely no reason to steal the wolf, since Vladimir will need help. He has 1 item and a half, so he can definitely help Vladimir, he can definitely stay around. And this is what Viper does. So in the next 15 seconds, he's probably going to pad towards bot lane, because Ezreal just had pushed the wave and the Kai'Sa has to stay around. So let's see what he's going to do. So he's going to stay mid in this position because he's already there, and we can definitely take the tower, which is more important than just some minions on the bot lane. Super good. He's trying to really use the W. Very good gameplay. Also that auto attack, he actually auto attacked with the Kraken Slayer. He auto-attacked him. Right now he's actually forced to flash away. Remember that. So notice that he's always using the abilities when it's absolutely necessary. He's always doing it. He's never panicking. Right now he's probably just going to stay on the mid lane and catch the wave. He just needs like around 1k gold for the item, around 1.2k gold if I'm not mistaken, or 1.1. So he's just going to stay for a long time on mid lane. Ari is also coming on mid lane since the wave is bot lane is pretty far. He has to stay even though he has relatively low HP. He doesn't have anything to buy right now. He wanted to go on the Ezreal. Ulti goes on him and he's probably just going to notice here that he doesn't even use ulti. Like, he's so confident, he's so good, he knows everything about the game, he knows every single thing about every single champ. He knew that Hecarim ulti was going to hit, he knew, like, even right here, he's getting hit, ooh, trying to ult away, let's see if he's going to end up dying. So he's end up dying, so he tried to really dodge it. Also the Nautilus tried to actually Q the Leona, did you guys see that? So you can interrupt the Leona's E with the Nautilus Q. So some of you guys that know Thresh, so Thresh E stops the Leona's E, right? You can literally do that with Nautilus as well. I mean, obviously you can also do that with Alistar, you can also do that with Vayne Condemned, for example, if you're very good. But with Thresh, so you can interrupt the Thresh, the Leona's E with the Thresh C. So you can do that with Nautilus as well, and this is why basically he did. So right now, very interesting that he doesn't go onto the mid lane because he knows that he's only going to get, like, if he gets a wave on mid lane, he's just going to like share XP and then getting Raptors for what? I mean, getting Raptors and getting cracks, this is int. So he just goes bot lane, he's going to take the scuttle. After that, he's going to go bot lane, push out the wave, and after he pushes out the wave, he's recalls and he's going to go mid lane. Again, challenger decision making, instead of doing Raptors and cracks and then isolating yourself from every resource, he gets scuttle and then he goes on the bot lane to get more farm. So many AD carries, they just AFK farm the jungle there and they don't think too much about, hey, but what am I going to do next after the Krugs? So he's going to take this, he's probably just going to look to recall, exactly what I said. He knows what he's doing, so he has a very clean decision making. We can see that he has exactly 850, he needs exactly 850 for the item and he just takes it. He's just going to go mid lane. So this is super good. So very clean gameplay so far, very clean gameplay. So this is what why I like to see from challenger players. Right now he's going to get the Raptors because Ari is on the mid lane. He's getting the Raptors and he wants to just play with the Nautilus. He's strong enough to actually just fight. So he's just going to look to go mid lane, slowly but surely push mid lane, stay with Nautilus, play with Nautilus ulti. Just because if Kai'Sa has ulti, Nautilus can always ulti one guy and we can like pop him with the Kai'Sa. That's why some of the people like Ruler, I think he goes for the Ultimate Hunter when he has Nautilus, just because he knows that he can actually use the ultimate much more often. And then obviously if you use that, you can make plays around it, and you can also use it as an aggressive tool, you can use it as a defensive tool as well. So it's pretty interesting that people actually opt for the Ultimate Hunter on the rune tree. Yeah, that's very interesting. So we'll see what's going to end up happening right here, just because the Hecarim is going to be around. He's probably just going to look to flank here. Viper has 2 items, so he's ready. He has Nautilus around him, and this Nautilus is good. We're talking about like high elo, so supports actually know how to play the game in high elo and how to protect the AD carries, because sometimes playing AD carry in like low elo is pretty annoying. Oh, ooh, notice how good his mechanics are. Like after he actually gets the kill, he immediately turns on the next kill, and then right now he's pushing. He's very confident using the Q right here. So the enemy team is just screwed. They can't really do much right here. Viper Kai'Sa is so good. He has 9 farm per minute right now officially. Super good gameplay. So let's see what he's going to do. He's probably just going to go for the bot lane. Right now he can see the Herald and he can see the Ahri moving in. So he's hovering, he's shadowing his teammates. The Yasuo is staying on the mid lane. The Ahri stays on the mid lane. Right now he actually gets, he wants to get the wave. Yasuo flashes in on him. He tries to cleanse, tries to kite right here. Dodges the tornado, not dodging the Leona's E, trying to kite, and they are done. So this is a super insane play. So he actually dodges the tornado extremely well. He cleanses Ignite immediately. The Yasuo had to force it because right now the scoreboard says 12 versus 30, 12 kills against 30. So in this particular situation he has to force because he knows that he's not going to end up winning the game if he just plays safe. And this is basically what happens. He's not going to win the game for sure if he doesn't really carry, and we can see that the enemy team is just FFing. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know if you want to see more. Maybe next time I can do some Gumayushi or Faker or like any other player, maybe Dopa. Let me know in the comments if you like this video, and Don't forget, for those of you who still have problems in terms of improving climbing, you can maybe be bronze or silver, or maybe you want to just get gold or platinum, or maybe you're already like diamond and you want to get master tier, or maybe you actually just want to make this push from master tier to challenger. I also do coaching, so I basically coach every single role from bronze to really challenger. I already coached around 3,000 of people on every single role, bronze to challenger. So if you really want to improve, if you really want to get your gameplay to the next level, if you really want to get serious with this game and see how you can play it better and actually climb and get your desired rank, go ahead and book your own personalized coaching session with me and start instantly if you really want to improve in this game. I hope I'll see you in the next session. Bye bye. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video, because this is the only way I can see if the content is good. Otherwise, I would not make it. Please feel free to share with me what you want to see on this channel, so I can maybe make a video with that. Remember that what you're seeing right now on YouTube is just a limited part of the whole coaching session. If you're serious about getting better in League of Legends, I invite you to book your personalized high quality coaching session by adding me on Discord now. More details in the description. For those who are really serious about improving climbing but don't really have the financial resources to have their own coaching, if you want to get access to all of my coaching sessions and improve 10 times faster, you can subscribe to my exclusive Patreon, where I post every single coaching that I do between 7 and 15 hours per day. I already have over 115 videos right there on how to climb on AD carry, support, top lane, jungle, mid lane, wave management, videos for every rank, bronze, silver, gold, diamond, grandmaster, every single rank. If you want to get full access to all of those exclusive videos and find out what are the new secrets on how to get better and how to enjoy the game even more, I invite you to click the link below or somewhere right here and make League of Legends fun again. What are we waiting for? The links are down below in the description.